all of us have this intrinsic human desire to be seen for who we are, for the whole thing, not just bits and pieces of ourselves. And I think that social media and the internet has really given people this incredible platform through which to do that. But it's always important that the internet is not your friend. The internet, someone that you know on the internet, is not someone you have necessarily a real human connection with. And so there's always this element of how do you protect the thing that you're making and the person that you are from the potential messiness and filter that the internet puts between human connection. So before you dive in and start selling your products on the internet, I think there's some real work that needs to be done by recognizing that like the actual value is still going to happen. Like the actual relationship building is going to happen offline with the people that you actually are in human contact with, which is a really hard thing to struggle with as we are all so deeply disconnected from one another. So I think a lot of us are going to see our world shrinking a lot and finding more value in like the handful of people that we have day-to-day relationships with. I think people can get really ahead of themselves when they start thinking about growing their business and they start looking at businesses all over the place and comparing themselves to other companies that exist in communities that are completely opposite from their own. And I think you're never going to find success by comparing your business to someone else's if the ecosystems that the other person's business is working in is not the one that you're working in. So you really have to just take stock with like, who am I? Who are the people that I love? What is my relationship with this product? What's my relationship to my materials? How is that going to be what defines what happens next rather than, hey, I like that business over there. I want it to look like that one. The reason that this business exists is truly to have a lasting economic impact on the community that we serve. So we're here in Western North Carolina. There's a lot of tourism, food and beverage, like hospitality industry. There aren't a whole lot of jobs, and there are a lot of people who grew up in this town who don't fit the bill to serve at a fancy restaurant and are really being actively displaced by active gentrification that's happening in Nashville. And we need to both recognize where we contribute to that and how we contribute to that and take measures against that. Being thought leaders, being leaders in this business community, it's hugely important for us, and we want to be able to have impact on making other people in our community have joyful, healthy, happy lives. And so there's so many ways that businesses can do that. The way that we've done it is just one way, and I think it's really important for everybody. If you want to have some sort of like give back component to your business, examine the reasons why. Make sure that it's coming from a place of wanting to be accountable and responsible to your community rather than just like to be used as a marketing ploy, and then figure out how it is you can show up for your community. One of the ways that we've found is really effective is by hosting fundraisers and just raising general awareness about good work that's already being done in the community. In Asheville, there's so many organizers and activists, people who are deeply committed to making a better life for people here. And we want to be able to lift up that work. During the pandemic, we set a goal to raise $100,000 through just a series of raffles, and we hit that goal. I thought it was ambitious. I thought it was going to be a stretch goal that we wouldn't quite hit, but it was really exciting to see that as this business grows, so too does our ability to impact the lives around us. And Instagram is a very easy tool to use for getting the word out about that sort of stuff.